Hamilton. Still nobody out here in the first inning. Now it's the DH, Jose Altuve. Swing and a miss at 100. Struck him out. Stepping in, Jeremy Pena. Ripped on the ground a second. Fires over to Guerrero. And 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight. Now we check out the Astros lineup. And a key factor for this club in that leadoff spot, Jose Altuve.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and, he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
And first offering is fouled off.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Alvarez with a homer in his last game. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Nothing doing there for Houston. We played an inning. No score. And we're back. Second inning set to go. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Kevin Pillar. Blanco back to work. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And in foul ground, he pulls it down. 1 out.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
And that one is lifted in the air. Myers snags it. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. Ground ball left side. And it gets by him. So a man at first. Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. Looking to stay hot after yesterday's game. 4 for 5 in that one. First pitch misses. Top of the zone for a called strike. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Batting 8th, third baseman.
And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
And that one fouled off. Gets the outside corner with that one.
Man, I'm pretty impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these are tough spots where pitchers really got to bear down. Those last 2 pitches were well executed.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Christian Walker. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
That one's upstairs, ball one. Carl Dixon doing the umpiring behind the plate.
And Boog, I'm not sure if it's because he sort of sets up higher than most, but one thing to be aware of with Dixon is the high strike. Not usually a big deal because most players are swinging at pitches up there, but we may see some surprise looks from hitters from time to time because that's just so unusual.
How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing. Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Luis Garcia stands in now and watches strike one. One out, base is empty. In there at the knees. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
Now the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. Right through there for a strike.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Jimenez throw to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here at Daikin Park, and now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield, and that turns the lineup over.
He was all over that one. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Jose Iglesias next up for the Blue Jays. He's 0 for 1. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, these Jays definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
That one ripped. Myers giving chase. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores and they have the lead.
Everything came together for him. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Andres Jimenez. Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. Throws to second. Not in time. He's safe. A run comes in on the play.
Well done. Drives in the run. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep. Took the barrel right to it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. So up next for Toronto, George Springer. Swing and a chopper out to short. Whips it across. That takes care of Springer.
Oh, nice job by the shortstop to field that on the backhand and gather himself, get his feet underneath him. He had a long throw, but he knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure the grip, and finish the throw.
Ripped to short. Throws to first in time. 2 away now. So 2 down now, and here is Alejandro Kirk.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Jimenez at second with 2 down. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 3-zip.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Runner at first with 2 away. And now it's going to be Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That's to third. Paredes. Oh, the throw is over his head. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
You know, 2-out errors are kind of like 2-out walks, and sometimes even worse. You know, you think you're out of the inning, but all of a sudden you got another out to get, and the offense has a great opportunity they're looking to take advantage of and make you pay for.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Anthony Santander at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That's a base hit as a run scores. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners with 2 away.
Waste no time there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And that is out of play. Runners on first and third, 2 away. That one a little bit high. And now it's even 1-1. Movement in the bullpen. Luis Garcia up and loosening in the pen. McCullers warming up as well. The 1-1. Line drive. Myers makes the grab. And that is that. So 9 batters come to the plate. Set for the bottom of the third. Vic Caratini at the plate. Right through there for a strike. He swings and fouls one off. Out to short. Iglesias on the run. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there. Just rolled over. Got the ground ball.
Jake Myers up next for the Astros. That's a strike. And it's 0-1. He's one of those Dave McCarty, Mark Carrion, Ricky Henderson types. Throw left. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The flip to the pitcher is late, and they don't get the out.
Just a good job putting the ball in play and then busted down the first baseline, beat the throw pretty easily. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
One down. Pedro Leon getting ready to hit. Now this is in the air down the line. And that drops foul. Bieber ready to fire now. That's in there. 0-2.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Led off the game with a strikeout. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 3 innings complete. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Astros nothing. Back here in Houston, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Dalton Varsho. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Now one miss.
That pitch is out.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that one hit to first, and that's a fair ball.
Now batting, shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
And next for Toronto, Jose Iglesias. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Iglesias,
1-0.
a former All-Star, 35 years old, and he was born in Cuba. Varsho gets his lead at first, nobody out. And another ball.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
On the ground, could be 2. Pena over to second, to Walker, and that's 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. Coming home. The relay throw. It's off the mark, and he scores. And the lead is up to 5.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could hit.
So runner at second, 2 down. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Kevin Pillar. 0 for 2 in this one. Just missed. Pillar with an uncarried. Characteristic stretch of poor play lately. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-1.
Even superstars have their slumps from time to time, Boog, and he's no exception. He's too good to struggle much longer, though. I'd expect him to turn it around soon.
Line drive, base hit. Here comes Springer around third. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single. It's 6-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Absolutely hammered that baseball. Very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. This guy's turned into one of the best catchers in the National League. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. 2 runs across in the inning. Top half of inning number 4. Ripped, but it curls foul. Two outs. Hit on the ground to short. Pena throws across the diamond, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. They put 2 on the board on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Astros nothing. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Jeremy Pena.
And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. That one at triple digits.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out. Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. On the warning track, and hauls it in.
Now batting first baseman, Christian.
That was an impressive running catch out there, Chris. StatCast tells us he covered well over 100 feet to make that grab.
Clearly, that was not an easy play. I mean, he took a great angle to the ball and just had enough closing speed in the tank after that long run to make the catch. It was a wild ride, but a lot of fun to watch.
Foul ball. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. 1-2-3 go the Astros. Still up against a 6. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Blue Jays, first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Garcia back to work. Now fly ball to right center. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down. Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. On the ground, right side, and he handles it himself for the out. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. On the ground, and that's just foul. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. And now it's Dalton Varsho. He's 2 for 2. Ground ball up the middle into the outfield, base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Jose Iglesias gets a chance to hit now. In the air, right field. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. The run comes in from second. It's 7-0. He's in with a double, and that's his second double of the night. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Now, here is Andres Jimenez. Varsho at third. Iglesias on at second with 2 down. The pitch. Base hit. 1 run is in. Now a long throw home. And he's out. Up, down, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go Philadelphia. Yeah.
Shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
And there's a ball.
As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, I mean, absolutely levitate some people with your breath. Base hit, and the leadoff man aboard.
But we got the crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep, and then
it's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, you can work in your name, huh?
That's right. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Well, we see it a lot more these days than we ever did when I played, but a slider in the 90s still catches your attention, even if you're sitting on the pitch. Good luck recognizing that tight spin and adjusting to the late break.
At the plate. Is the Astros catcher Victor Caratini. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. That's strike 1. And a swing and a miss there.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
And George makes the grab, and there's 2 down. So next up for Houston, Jake Myers. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And now 2 aboard. And next to hit for Houston, Pedro Leon. On the ground, right side. And that one handled. Gets it to first. Inning over. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Blue Jays. Line drive, caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. That's hard hit on the line. And there's two down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the power speed combo. Alejandro Kirk. In the air to left center. Myers on the move to the alley and makes the grab. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now here's the Astros designated hitter, Jose Altuve. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Astros just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses.
1 ball,
he's had them
2
eaten
strikes.
out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Well, we know this, down 1 or down 10, Jose Altuve is not going to give away an at-bat.
Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. So digging in, Jeremy Pena. Swings through that one for strike 1.
And it really looks like
0-1
these
the count.
hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Check swing went around, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the 3rd time today.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikes.
Top of inning number 7. And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Whips it to first on the run.
No, he's in there.
Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning. So up next for Toronto, Anthony Santander. And there's a foul ball.
Well, these Blue Jays doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. Double-digit hits, and they've done a great job of avoiding the strikeout. Only one of them so far, which tells you a lot.
And it stays fair. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Astros bullpen. Luis Garcia departs, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. So a new pitcher out of the bullpen for the Astros, Luke Weaver.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Leon makes the grab. One down. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Two on, one out. Tap foul at the plate.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. He sends it out of here. His 7th home run of the season. It's 11-0.
His confidence is through the roof with the way he's been swinging it lately. He's on a really good run. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Back to the top of the order now. And the batter now, Jose Iglesias. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And there are 2 down.
Going to have a little more discipline in future at bats. That pitch looked good, but you can't hit it. It was just too high in the zone. You usually see a swing and miss or weak contact in the infield.
Ripped to right. Leon makes the play, and it's out number 3. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. And now the first baseman, Christian Walker. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound. Some real good life going through the zone on that one. Hitting is all about anticipation, and right now this lineup is struggling with it. Their swings are mistimed, and it's produced a few ugly cuts here and there.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. And now it's Luis Garcia, 1 for 2. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Foul ball still 0-2.
He needs to throw that breaking ball with just a little more conviction to get the swing and miss.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And look out. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit. These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Paredes, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Just missed. Garcia over at first with 1 away. And that's outside. Ball 2.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open.
Tags the runner for 1. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. Back here in Houston, now at the plate, George Springer. Weaver back to work. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. Home run number 20 on the year. It's 12-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. They thought he could blow a high fastball by him, but he was ready for it. Look at how quickly he jumped on that pitch.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Astros bullpen. Luke Weaver gives way, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching.
A new arm into the game, the righty, Brian Abreu.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Here's Kevin Pillar. And that's down and away. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're in the top of the 8th. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 13-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Alejandro Kirk. Swing and a miss at a slider.
0-1's the count.
That's to 3rd. Paredes fires over to first. First out in the top of the 8th. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Other thing in this part, I mean, he could sneeze one over the left field wall into those Crawford box seats. One down, base is empty. Hot shot to 3rd. Tosses to first, and Guerrero is set down. Anthony Santander digs in now. And that one fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering is fouled back. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Oh, he botches it. Gets off a throw. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jimmy Garcia.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Next offering is fouled back. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And it's into the gap. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double. Jake Myers up next for the Astros. Fastball for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And that's the first out. And now the right fielder, Pedro Leon. This one in the air. Guerrero makes the grab. And there's two away. Jose Altuve up to hit here. Fastball is outside. And another ball.
No strike.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one missed.
No strike.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 left for the Astros. New inning getting started. And now Ernie Clement. And a swing and a miss.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Yeah, big swing and a miss activity in
0-2 is the count.
the bullpen for Houston. Taylor Scott appears to be getting loose. King getting cranked up as well. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
On the ground, right side. And a couple of quick outs. Jose Iglesias will hit next. Out towards right center field. Myers brings it in for the 3rd out. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. And first offering is fouled off. Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays. The new pitcher in the game, Kyle Finnegan.
And he's had 3 days off since he pitched last, so expect him to be totally rested. I'm sure he's itching for this opportunity right now.
And they'll do it again. That one misses, and it's 1-2. Popped up. Jimenez makes the catch for the out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Walker batting with 1 down takes a strike. And it's strike 2.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
The Stros with a lot of ground to make up here in the last half of inning number 9. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight. Garcia in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. They're down to their final strike.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
The Astros down to their final strike. 2 down, nobody on. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Gets under it and pops it up. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays add another to their